Hey guys, how are you? I feel like I haven't done a makeup tutorial in forever, so I'm really excited to be showing you guys this look today. And obviously I'm going to start the video off with just hitting a little bowl. Yeah, that was nice. Have you guys noticed that I like to microdose? Anyway, I started off with putting foundation on my eyebrow area because when you shave them off, it leaves behind like a little bit of a shadow, and I really don't like that, so I try to cover that up as much as I can. So you guys can see that I actually put 2 layers of foundation just on the top of my eyebrow area so that I could try to conceal that shadow as much as I could and make sure that you blend that really well. And I also like to add it on my eyelids just because it works as a primer for eyeshadow. And moving on to my eyebrows, I'm using my e.l.f. eyebrow pomade, and I'm just gonna draw some very basic thin goth eyebrows. This is kind of what I call them because I know not everybody does eyebrows that thin. So those are what I consider goth eyebrows. And I like to darken my brows a little bit too by adding a little bit of black eyeshadow. Obviously, you guys can do whatever eyebrow shape you want, but I think that when doing intricate eye looks, a thinner eyebrow looks a little bit nicer. But that's just my opinion. And now I'm going to move on to carving my eyebrow, and I'm actually using my foundation. And I'm just going to I actually only do it on the bottom of my eyebrow because I feel like it makes them look a little bit more natural. And I know you're probably thinking, like, natural? In what fucking world are those eyebrows natural? But it's okay. I think it looks cool. So, whatever. And yeah, I'm putting the foundation all over my eyelid because, like I said, it kind of works as a primer for your eyeshadow. And then I forgot to show the eyeshadow, but I'm basically just using a nude because you want your eyelids to look brighter, not darker. And that's because we're going to use a darker eyeshadow underneath my eye. And first I'm actually just layering it. I started with this light purple, but then I moved on to this brighter purple. And these are actually all shades from my Mini Conspiracy palette by Jeffree Star. But now I'm going to use a different type of purple that's a little bit darker just to darken the area underneath, the eyeshadow underneath my eye. And then just keep doing a mixture of all those purples and keep layering it until you get the desired effect you want. I also forgot to show the eyeliner that I used, but I just used NYX Epic Ink eyeliner. And I like it a lot, but I've actually been wanting to try a different one. So if you guys have any good recommendations for eyeliner, please leave it in the comment because I really want to buy a new eyeliner that's long lasting, really dark, and that's preferably thinner so that way I can do, a bunch of little details and stuff. And I swear that when I was younger, I was so much better at doing my eyeliner, especially a very long wing liner. And now I feel like I'm so bad. I mean, you guys can obviously tell, like, that one was so bad. But there's nothing that you can't fix with a little bit of concealer or foundation. So that's my go-to now. Every time I mess up something, I just get a little bit of foundation and just fix that right up. And doing this front part was a little bit tricky. It was kind of tricky, like angling my hand so that I could really get in there. But I eventually did that, and it actually didn't look bad at all, so I was pretty happy. And so now moving on to the rest of the face. I'm just gonna apply foundation everywhere and then basically just blend that out. And I actually don't use a lot of foundation, even though it might look like a lot. It's a very thin layer. And I really only add it in areas where my face has a little discoloration or redness, or I kind of use it as concealer just because I don't like my face to look too cakey, especially because my face gets really oily. And now moving on to my contour. I use this eyeshadow palette and I use both of those shadows at the top, so like a combination of those two browns. And I make sure to put my contour all over my cheekbones, my jawline, and my forehead. And now moving on to my favorite part, which is my nose contour. And I'm using that same darker brown that I used for my contour. And then that's me casually dozing off. Anyway, I actually went back and added a little bit more of that brown just because I like my nose to look a little bit more dramatic and button nose. So yeah, you guys can add a lot of contour and go really dramatic with this, or just add a little bit and make it look more natural. Just make sure you blend it really well, that way you're not left with any marks on your nose. And now I'm going to take a nude from that same palette, and I'm actually going to put just a little bit at the tip of my nose and the rest at the bridge of my nose. So that kind of also helps to give the illusion of like a button nose. And now I'm going to move on to my blush. I actually use a single eyeshadow from ColourPop. I forgot the name of it already, but it has like peachy undertones, so I really like it. And I think it works really well for me as a blush. And now I'm gonna show you guys my eyelash glue. And here's me trying to put my eyelashes with some tweezers, which was not, it's probably like the worst eyelash application of my life. I gave up and I just used my fingers. But I was like literally having such a hard time. Enough embarrassing myself, I was able to get them on. And now I'm just fixing the rest of the eyeliner just to make sure that it looks really nice. So just go back and, you know, fix anything that you might have messed up while applying your lashes. And here I am taking a little break before I move on to my lips. Yeah, that was fun. Anyway, so now moving on to my lips. I'm using that same black eyeshadow that I've been using all along. And I'm just going to put a little bit in the inner corners of my lips and kind of just line my lips with it. But try not to be too heavy-handed with it because you still want to be able to blend the eyeshadow. And it's a little bit hard to blend eyeshadow when it's on your lips. So, yeah, just try not to add too much. Just do layer by layer so that way you can darken it. And then once it's dark enough, I'm actually going to take my eyeliner and I'm just going to line my lips. And I'm actually going to try to do something a little bit fancier with my lips today. So here I am just doing this like, I can't really explain it. So I'm going to add a picture of it so that way you guys can see it more clearly. So hopefully you guys get the idea of what I did. And I actually ended up not liking these lips because I tried to do this technique where you like make them look longer, but I really didn't like how it looked. But I kind of just kept them like that because, I mean, fuck it, right? But here I am basically just darkening them a little bit and just adding all the final touches. And then I got this nude liquid lipstick that kind of matches my natural lip color. And I'm just going to add that to the center of the lips. And I'm actually not sure what this brand is, but I think it's Hard Candy. And then I'm going to move on to my highlight, and that's going to be the last and final touch. So make sure that you add highlight to the bridge of your eyebrows, the bridge of your nose, the tip of your nose, your cupid's bow, the inner corner of your eyes, and lastly, your cheekbones. And I think with that, we're done with the makeup. And I know that today it was a very simple look, but I think that it's really cute, especially if you want to get into like a little bit more of a spookier makeup or more different makeup. You can try something like this. And this is the complete look. I changed into this cute little outfit and I put my ponytail on, added a few little accessories here and there. And that was the final look. Real quick, I just wanted to show you guys some free samples I got that I thought were really nice. It's for some hemp wick, and they're literally called hemp wick, handmade by hippies. So make sure to check them out. And they also sent me some really nice stickers, and so yeah, so I thought that was really nice of them. I'm just gonna hit this bowl. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.